Are you ready?
My coach, Barbara H. Smith. Why did I hire her? Because she's the best.
Barbara H. Smith is a powerhouse. She just walks in the room and grabs your attention, and she does that in a way that just makes you feel loved and like she's paying attention to you. She cares about you, and she wants to see you be your best self.
She was able to dig inside and find the passion that was deep within me.
Barbara's energy is one of the reasons that I had to have her as my coach. I love the way she is real with people.
The reason I felt like I needed a coach was because I have some big goals and I needed to build my confidence. I knew that Barbara could help me do that.
I felt that I could trust her.
I would definitely recommend to get coaching from Barbara H. Smith if you feel like you need to level up your confidence. She would just help you feel like bold, like you can take on the world.
She has really shown me who I am. She has changed my mindset to a place that I know that I am more powerful today than I would have ever been if I had never met Barbara Smith.
Here we go. Welcome back. It's Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. And I've been away for a couple weeks. But I am back, and I'm so grateful that you're here with us tonight. I would be remiss if I didn't bring up the fabulous, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious Shawnee Smith.
Well, hello. Now that's a throwback. That's a Mary Poppins throwback for you. And I don't know how you remember that. But yeah, so happy to be here. It's International Women's Day. But even bigger than that, it's our month.
It is our month. And there are so many powerful women whose shoulders we stand upon. Is that right?
That is so right.
Oh, Shawnee, it's Tuesday night. And we have so many things going on with the BHS and Associates organization. First and foremost, the name has changed. How about that?
You guys here. Do you want us to tell you?
Yeah. Tell them.
All right. I'm going to tell you. Not only is this the new name, but this is the new command for the mantra for your life, per se. The show is now called Empowering You.
Empowering You. We're going to change the name of the show from Barbara H. Smith's show to Empowering You. So what do you think about that, Shawnee? How do you feel about it? Why did we even do it? Do you know?
One of the things is because you know that taking back your power, taking control of where your life is going is so in our control. And we just have to tap back into that power. So it's all about teaching people how to empower themselves, not look for something else, because it all starts here in the mind. So we're going to empower you. I mean, I'm talking, get in the mirror, do some talking to yourself and say, girl, do you know who I am? Mirror that.
How fabulous we are. And today, of all days, we need to talk about how powerful women are. Because so many of us walk around with our heads hung low, and we don't really know how we affect the world. We don't really understand that through us, the female population, all humanity is born. All humanity.
Completely.
ALL, right?
Right.
And so we want to talk some today about how do you empower women? How do women get empowered? First of all, as Shawnee already alluded to, it starts in the
mind. Right there.
The mind. Hey, Zalika, congratulations on your book, sweetheart. We are talking today about women empowerment, and that Zalika Jones just published a book, her bibliography. It is on Amazon. Go out there and check it out. And she is a phenomenal person, a phenomenal woman, phenomenally. And so, again, we're talking about women who are empowering other women.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many. I mean, if we start listing names, we're going to miss someone. But we want you to just tap into somebody. If you're out there, tap in and type in somebody who empowered you, somebody who spoke life into you, somebody who gave you a hand up and not a handout.
Right.
What else we got going on, Shani?
Well, I'm not going to let you slip past the fact that where have you been for 2 weeks? Oh, you're going to tell us and you're going to give us details and you're going to make us feel like we were there. Okay.
Listen.
Because this is amazing. Come on.
Listen.
Where have you been?
I've been hiding under a rock. No.
Not true.
I have been out of the country for 2 weeks. Some of you may have seen the information on social media, but I have been in Nairobi, Kenya. This is my 3rd time in 8 months. And why am I going back? Well, the first time I was invited by Dr. Reuben West, and he is my mentor and speaker coach. And let me digress for a second. I know some people say, you speak well. Why do you need a speaker coach? Well, here's the deal. Speaking is my craft. And if you have a craft, you want to make sure that you are the best of the best. Mm-hmm. Yes, I think I'm pretty good as a speaker, but I could be better. There's always another bar to set. And so I joined forces with Dr. West. He took me under his wing along with several others of us. And we went to Nairobi for the Live Your Best Life conference. The first time was July 2021. And it was such a phenomenal experience. The people there in Nairobi, in Kenya, embraced us as if we were superstars. And Dr. West says it's one thing to be invited the first time, but it's something totally different when you're invited back. And so in November, we all were invited back. And it was even more phenomenal than the first time. Not just because I got invited back and the people of Kenya embraced us all, but because I was honored, privileged, and treasured to take my treasure with me. My 83-year-old mother went along for the journey. And what an experience. So I went the first time and was applauded and lauded and, fanfare and all of that. And we affected change on the lives of the people of Kenya. They were just so grateful that we even showed up to the country. Now, I don't know about you, but when's the last time somebody was glad you came to America?
And celebrated, right? Or they may even act like I'm not supposed to be here. I'm just saying. We'll refer to your mother as Queen Agnes moving forward. Just saying.
Yes. And they just treated her, they treated us all, but they revere their elderly. I mean, the little children that were coming up saying, Grandma, 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 and embracing her and loving on her. And like, I was like kicked to the curb after Mama came.
I hardly doubt that, but okay.
I was just, Queen Agnes. Queen Agnes is in the building. I mean, they had a whole entourage, red carpet, literal, that in America, that's a red carpet treatment is a saying, is an expression, is a colloquialism, is a thing you say just to be saying it, but no, right. Literally. They rolled out a carpet that was red and we walked on that carpet to one of the ceremonies and we were everywhere. Now, some people think, why would you go during a pandemic? Weren't you nervous during the pandemic? Yeah. No. Why wasn't I? Because their protocols there are different than here. Mm-hmm. When you are in Kenya, at least, especially the first time we were in Kenya, there was a 10 o'clock p.m. curfew, meaning after 10 o'clock, you need to be indoors or the police will stop you. All right. Also, the mask mandate in Kenya was a mandate from the president, the nation, president.
A real mandate, not like I don't feel
No,
like
no.
not going.
Go to jail mandate.
Right.
if you don't wear the mask.
Mm-hmm.
And so their COVID numbers for people dying of COVID, for one thing, was lessened by the mask wearing. For two, they eat from the earth. They don't have a whole lot of processed food. And so their immune systems are more strengthened.
Right.
And so with that and the COVID protocols that they use, when I say COVID protocols, I'm talking not just mask mandate, but almost every building you walk into, they take your temperature. And you have to wash your hands or have hand sanitizer applied to you. Not you just thinking, well, maybe I'll put some hand sanitizer on it. No, they apply it to you as you enter the building. And so the protocols there were so different from here that, I don't know, I wasn't scared to be there in a pandemic. On the flights, you also, thank you, Betty Copeland.
Thank you.
Hey, Mama West. Mama West is out there. Thank you so much for showing up.
What time is it for her?
And then that first time I went, Mama West was with us. That was Dr. West's mother, who just chimed in on the show. She was there with us. And so we got a chance to spend time. Mama West prophesied over my life. I'm like a little nervous about that. Mama West, I'm just saying.
comment and tell us a little bit more. She's not telling the whole story.
But I'm hoping that at some point Mama West and Queen Agnes will meet in Kenya or somewhere else. Maybe when we go to Indianapolis, which we'll be going to Indianapolis soon. Anyway.
So a lot of people have this whole idea about what it looks like in Africa.
Girl.
They assume like everything is like, yeah, you're going to get trampled by a giraffe or an elephant, and there's famine and mud and huts. What was your experience like in Kenya compared to, say, New York City?
Ooh, wow. Okay, so yes, there is famine in parts of the continent. Let's first start there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So many people don't know geography. Go back to school. Google it. It is a continent, which means it contains many, many countries. And for me, I've only right now have gone to Kenya, which is one country. Mm-hmm. I have been invited to Uganda, Ghana, and Nigeria. Okay. And I plan to go to Uganda probably next. But anyway, your question was, what was it like in comparison to New York City? Nairobi is a major city. I'm talking major city. And so they have a skyline that looks like New York City or Chicago.
Much like ours back here?
Much
like this? Okay.
Yeah.
I was just repeating that for the people in the back who seem to think that you might have been in the middle of a village. Truly.
Well, I did go to a village. Now, don't get it twisted. There are places in remote places that don't have running water. But let me ask you a question. Inquiring minds want to know, are there places in America that don't have running water?
This America? I don't think so.
The richest country in the world, are there places in America that don't have running water?
That don't have running water, that have hungry people, that have struggling people.
Stop playing. And here's the thing that got me. I have really little patience anymore for folks that are standing on the corner with a sign with two good legs and two good arms. Because in Kenya, there is no social services. In Kenya, very few food banks, if any. And those people work hard for everything they get. Let me tell you how humbling it is when you think that you don't have anything here in America. This is not a poor country. And the people I saw in Kenya, some of them disabled, were selling their wares on the street, regardless of what incapacity or incapability they had. They worked. And I mean, up at the crack of dawn working, even if they're not selling food, produce, if they're not selling fans.
Show me something. Show me
Oh,
something.
girl, let me
Is
show
that
you.
leather?
Leather made by hand. This is a leather fan. One of the things, many things that I purchased in Kenya to support the economy there. And baby, let me tell you the quality of work. They work. And
It's beautiful.
really, the workmanship is impeccable.
It's beautiful, it's symmetrical. So that is proof then that then poverty is more of a mindset and not really a state.
Come on. It's a state of mind. Instead of saying that you can't, they get up and say, I can, I will, I must, because otherwise I don't eat. But here we'll stand on the side of the road with a sign saying, please help me. And so when I came back the first time, I had very, very little patience for the standing on the curb, standing on the corner, folks with 2 good legs and 2 good arms. And I saw people who were without limbs selling what they could to make a living. So yeah, and it's not everybody's experience. Our experience is not everybody's experience. So let's not get that twisted.
Okay.
We were with an entourage. And so it's a little different when you have someone in Kenya or in Africa who is planning everything for you. So in other words, we had security. So we never went anywhere alone. We had a driver who also doubled as like a CIA, Secret Service. And they stayed with us. They took us to where we needed to go, traveling there and back. We stayed in 4 or 5-star hotels. We ate good food, although I don't too much eat meat when I go.
A little different, huh? A little different. Not like with Purdue and Tyson, huh?
No. The little chickens is running around, and they just snatch them. And yeah, I turned vegetarian when I was in Kenya both times. I actually lose weight when I go to Kenya. I'm just saying, I don't eat a whole lot of stuff when I go to Kenya. And it's not because their food is not good. I'm just not sure the sources.
And then the snacking is totally different. Like everything is different. And it makes you really appreciate other cultures so much.
Yes. More. And when you go to the grocery stores, it depends on what stores you go to. If you go to the local market, where we go in and we see 15 different varieties of Oreo cookies. You know, if they have Oreo cookies, they good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we are so spoiled. And we just don't even realize, you know, that in other places in the world, if you've not been out of your cul-de-sac, if you've not been off your block, if you've not been out of your city, if you've not been out of your state, you really have no clue about this whole big old world out there that is doing different things differently than we do in the United States. And we're so spoiled by just having so much. Mm-hmm. And even the poorest person in the United States still is richer than many people around the world. And so my experience in Kenya has been fabulous. And so they keep inviting me and I keep going back because I love it. And here's the thing. Don't tell nobody. Most everybody looks like me. What an experience. What is that like? What is it like to walk into a building, to walk into a grocery store, to walk into a bank, and everybody looks like you? Mm-hmm. Can you imagine that? Until
I want to imagine that.
I couldn't imagine that.
Right.
And so I absolutely adore Kenya. I haven't been to other countries in Africa yet, Notice the YET on the end? Yes. But the notoriety of what Dr. West has created in Live Your Best Life is creating an ICN, which is I Change Nations, the largest global civility organization in the world, teaching people how to be civilized to each other. Now, what's crazy is we have to do that. We have to teach people how to be civil to one another. And that organization is awarding great works around the world. And I am blessed and fortunate to have been a part of it. And so when Dr. West says, let's go, what time we leaving?
Right. Now, I missed you. I missed you so much.
Oh.
Not even just like the show. I'm just so used to being able to talk to you, and you were not as available as I needed you to be.
Oh, let's talk about that for a second.
And the worst part of it all is that you were not in this country when you appeared on CBS.
Oh, gosh. Listen, one of the things that we take for granted, back in the day, I remember when we first got Wi-Fi. I remember that. I'm telling my age now, but I remember when we first got access to Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
we had to connect. We had to connect everywhere we went. We had to, when we left the house, we had to go to the mall and had to, hey, Ernest, rolled over to say hello. He's in London. Ernest Usher is in London, England, and the time is a lot different. So it's really late there, but we're appreciating you. Some people on the Eastern Shore still use outhouses. Say that, Juanita. Say that, because people got this thing twisted that America is so rich that nobody's poor, that there are places where it could not be possible to have no running water. There are places in North Carolina, Mississippi, Georgia, right here in Virginia. And Mama West is her desire to meet Queen Agnes in Kenya and in Indianapolis. So we'll go ahead and speak truth, evangelist in the marketplace. All right, all right. I'm so loving that you're out there, Mama West, and I appreciate you. Juanita McWhite said that's where the term where there is a will, there is a way came from.
Exactly.
You are exactly right about that. Yes, ma'am. What's pretty, Zalika? Is that necklace that Miss Shawnee wearing is pretty?
It was that fan. I'm telling you, that's what it was. I gotta get my hand on one of those, but not yours. I need to go on to Kenya myself to go get mine.
I'll get you one. But we were talking. Yes, you can go.
Okay.
One thing is for sure: if I ate their sweets, I wouldn't be a diabetic. I love it. I love it, Mama West. Ernest Usher says she's right. Poverty is not the same in different countries. The U.S. poverty is a whole lot different and a whole lot less. And Zalika saw it in the Bahamas, and when she saw people just looking like her. Okay, Miss B with the fan. Yeah, I actually needed the fan earlier, Usher, because it was hot in here, or maybe I was having a hot flash. That's right. That's right, Mama West. That fan definitely does work. Trust and believe. And so anyway, we were talking about how different it is and how I was out of country during the CBS viewing. Before we want to talk about that, I want you to know that we take so many things for granted. Again, the Wi-Fi situation, I was kind of frustrated for a few minutes that I could not connect online, which means I had no ability to communicate outside of Kenya. We had Wi-Fi in the hotel, but it was intermittent. It was sporadic. It would be on for 5 minutes and off for 30 minutes. It would be on for an hour and off for 4 hours. Mm-hmm. And so with the time being different, like 8 hours ahead of here, so like right now, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30 in the morning, I would be trying to connect to talk back home. And I still do send morning scripture and prayer things to my family members, my sisters and brothers and my children. And I couldn't figure out when we were on and when the time was different. And so I just finally just said, you know what? I'm just not going to do it. I'll pray for them while I'm here because God is everywhere. And I'm just going to leave it alone. Girl, you better know he is. So, so I just stopped. And so it felt so disconnected. And I was frustrated initially. But let me tell you what. By the time day 3 came, I had gotten comfortable with being disconnected from social media, disconnected from email, disconnected from the phone. And something miraculous happened.
What?
Peace.
Peace.
Like I haven't experienced in a long, long time.
Mm-hmm.
My spirit and my body got totally calm. It hasn't happened in a long time that I actually was cognizant of no distractions. There were none.
Because you got to experience the now, not who do I have to answer to?
Who do I have to call? Who do I have to email? Who? I didn't have it. It wasn't there. And it was so calming. It was so refreshing. And then I messed around and went and got me one of them. Let me speak Ebonic now. One of them there African massages. And baby.
Were you feeling like the Queen of Zamunda?
What? I was so relaxed after not being online, after not having my eyeballs in the cell phone, after not having distractions from email, Facebook, IG, LinkedIn, phone calls. I realized this is pretty good right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty good. I actually had time to do something many of us don't have time to do.
Especially as women.
Think. I stopped. I read. I thought. I wrote. I thought. I read. I thought. I wrote. Thought, read, thought, wrote, thought, read. It was amazing, the peace I had.
So it's safe to say that time that you got to sit with yourself and just reflect, that was empowering you? Is that where it came from?
That's what happened. That's what happened. And that's where empowering you started to come into a solid foundation, which is, again, what we're changing the name of the show to. So I'm there without the internet. March 1st dropped the CBS debut of Barbara H. Smith on the Drs Show. The Drs Show. Did you hear me say the Drs Show? Everybody that I told about it watched it except me. Because remember,
hopefully you were there initially though, right?
Yeah, I had no access to the internet. No access, intermittent access. And so I was intermittently getting messages, oh, the show was great. That's nice. Because even though you're there in the show when the show was taping, I was there. You don't know what they're going to edit. Thanks, Zalika. You don't know what they're going to edit. You don't know what it's going to look like. You don't know how they're going to position it. You don't know what they're going to take out, what they're going to put in, what they're going to leave off, what they're going to enter into the session. You don't.
Right.
It's not like this where it's live and that's what it is. It was just, I didn't have access.
Well, I can tell you, since I got to watch it that day, I loved it. I was sitting back like, look at that. Look at her. Look at her doing what she does. It was fantastic.
Well, thank you so much. It was an exciting time. It still is an exciting time in the life of the BHS and Associates. We are changing the name to BHS and Associates. We have changed the name. It's already changed. We're just at this point getting it spread across all of our social media platforms and handles. And the BHS and Associates came about because we now have a team of how many, Shani?
Oh, they don't need to know that. I'm not going to tell them.
Last year, this time, it was Carl Canacosa out of the Philippines and me. And this year, this time, we have way more than that. We got much, much more to talk about, much, much more to tell you. And we're going to go to commercial break, but don't go away. I promise you, we have more information for you to know about what's going on in the organization of BHS and Associates. Stay right there. I am a child of the Most High God. He has gifted me in ways that I could not even imagine and didn't know.
There was a time when I didn't know who I was. I listened to other people tell me who I should be, what I should do. I listened to people telling me that I should be a boutique owner, that I should be a construction manager, that I should be a laborer. Have you ever felt like you should do something else, be something else, go somewhere else, be wherever you wanted to be, and you felt like you were in a box? Anybody in the room? And you couldn't get out? Anybody in the room? And you kept trying to go and you couldn't get out? Anybody in the room? But let me tell you, you need to rock the box. Rock the box.
I am engaging, inspiring, and empowering. I would give you everything I know. Just by touching you, if I could, by osmosis, give you every single thing I've learned, I've gone through, I know I would. We know that's not possible, but as it is possible, I love to share information with people.
Some of you out there, people have told you that you can't be, you can't have, you can't do. But I will tell you, like Kinston said, you can, you must, and you will. If it's to be, it's going to be me. You got to say it. If it's to be, it's going to be. If it's to be, it's going to be. If it's to be, it's going to be.
Barbara is because she believed what her mama said about her and not what other people told her.
Every day you wake up, when you're in a situation, it's your choice whether it's an advantage or the disadvantage.
She gained her confidence and her life, and now she is a testimony.
If I can help you elevate yourself, then I feel like I'm elevating my own self as well. What you know and I know together can change the world. Our team is
I love that. I love that. That's like one of my favorite affirmations. It's going to be
me. And actually, what I was supposed to say, if it's going to be, it's up to me. If it's to be, it's up to me. And if it's to be, it's up to you. Because we have to change our mindset. Yeah. Our team in Africa that puts our sizzle reels together, phenomenal. Thank you so much, Dr. West. Thank you so much, team in Africa. All of the people who help us show that we are international speakers. I mean, the experience is that one of a lifetime. Not only do you get to experience the culture, but as a speaker and as a tourist, we are taking people back. I'm about to divulge something I probably shouldn't, but anyway, as an ambassador.
Yes, Zulika, she said rocking the box is my favorite. I swear, I actually have to rock the box every time that part comes up. I'm just saying. No, you can tell them the good news. They don't have the date yet, but yes.
The dates are coming
back with Mrs. Barbara H. Smith.
Yes. You guys are welcome to come along. if you are a tourist or a speaker, we will have opportunities for you to come along with us to Africa to experience the culture, the food, the entertainment. Just it's an experience of a lifetime, and you'll be getting more information shortly on how it is possible. We are partnering up with the Kenyan Tourism, Magical Kenya, and they are assigning us, several of us who have gone back several times, as ambassadors for Kenya's tourism. They want to connect with the United States. And as we have been there several times, we know kind of the ropes. And so I have been invited as an ambassador for the United States and Kenya to relate with each other. So more to come. It's in the talking stages right now. We don't know exactly all of it. I may be preempting some conversations at this point, letting you in on a little sneak peek and preview of what's coming. But if you are interested, just contact us on the web, www.barbarahsmith.com. You can also text us, email us at support, SUPPORT, support at barbarahsmith.com, and just let us know. In addition to that, the same support, Rocking the Box is your favorite. You need that. That's right, Mama West. Put Mama West comment back up there because I want to see what it says, Mark. Mama West said, you need that quiet time in Kenya so you can hear the voice of the one who called you and assigned you. Oh, there she go again. To work in the marketplace, and I will be quiet and listen to you fulfill and answer the call. Thank you so much, Mama West. She keeps pouring into me, and I just love it.
Can I ask real quick, Mama West, do you see anything for me? I need to know. Can you send me an email at support@barbarahsmith.com? I swear that somebody is looking to give me $3.5 million by next month. So do you see it? I'm just saying.
Mama, you are so crazy, Shawty. Mama West has been pouring prophecy into me since first she met me. I remember we were at some event. We were just pulling up and we were waiting to go in. And I was we were at the hotel. We were at Trademark, the hotel. By the way, Trademark Hotel in Nairobi, Kenya is a Bonvoy, i.e. Marriott brand hotel. Okay. Marriott brand in the United States is still Marriott brand wherever it is. And so we were at the Trademark and we were sitting in the van getting ready to leave. Mama West was in one van and I was in another van, and she happened to be sitting in the van, and I walked around to the other side. She said, "Come in." Yes, ma'am.
Were you scared?
No, and not at first. She said, "Are you a minister?" And I said, "No." She said, "That's not what I asked you." I said, "That's not what they call me." She said, "That's not what I asked you either." She says, "God has a work for you, and you keep running. Think about it." And she didn't say nothing else. And I'm like, Jesus?
Is that you?
So she continuously pours into me. She continuously prophesies over me that I'm supposed to be doing something. And so I listen. I'm open. I surrender all. I'm trying to be obedient.
Well, what exactly do you call what you're doing now?
Yeah, that part. Anyway, yeah.
I'm just saying.
So we have lots of things going on. What else we got going on? The CBS thing just dropped.
Whoa. Rewind. Did you say the CBS thing?
Oh yeah, the CBS show, the Drs Show, just dropped.
Okay. What was your topic? For the people that missed it, you can still watch it.
Yeah. How to how to answer questions when you go into an interview. How to get your dream job. How to find your dream job. That's if you want to work for someone else, and that's fine. But if you don't want to work for someone else, we also coach you on how to build your business. Business strategist Barbara H. Smith will help you, coach you. Just go to the bit.ly link, bit.ly/capital BHS meetup, lowercase meetup. And
MEETUP altogether.
MEETUP altogether.
Okay.
And we can meet and we'll talk about some things and we'll see how we can get you on the trajectory that you need to be on. Yeah, so we got that going. We got the book still in progress, and we're getting ready to do, wait for it, an anthology. We're getting ready to do an anthology. 10, only 10. We're looking for 10 authors, 10 people who wish to write a book but haven't gotten it done yet. So happy Zalika got hers done. We're looking for 10. And again, if you're interested in part of the Empowering You anthology,
yes,
go to support.
Empowering You. Just saying.
Yeah.
Support at barbarahsmith.com. And
Yep.
we will talk about getting you into this anthology where the topic is what? Empowering you. Because it's your time.
Yeah. We also have the university coming up. Standing Up for University for training. Yes. And it's called
Empowering You.
Empowering You University. Yes, everything is themed Empowering You. Empowering You University will be putting on training classes, and you can do them on demand as well as one-on-one. And we will be dropping that in the next 30 to 60 days. And so you'll be able to enjoy and participate in those courses. What else we got going on, Shani?
A very relaxing yet empowering women's retreat. Executive women, that is, too. In October of this year.
6, 7, 8.
Sunday, this year. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. You can leave Wednesday morning. And that is because we're giving you the time to keep running your business like you normally do over the weekend when it's busy, right? Yeah. Giving you the time that everybody should be able to handle being on their own on Monday and Tuesday so that we women can get a chance to exhale. You know, oftentimes we have to wear this mask that everything is okay when we're like really crying on the inside. Yeah. So we really need to connect with each other and understand like, hey, I know what you're going through. I'm going through it too. I know what it's like to try to run a business and run a household. I'm doing it too. This is how I did it.
This is how we do it. This is how we relax, relate, and rehabilitate. Is that what we said it was?
Rejuvenate, but rehabilitate works too. Because guess what? If your mind is all jacked up, it needs some rehabilitation. I'm just saying.
Relax, relate, and rehabilitate. No.
You would keep saying rehabilitate.
What is it? Rejuvenate. Relax, relate, rejuvenate. Yes.
You can say release, but
relax, relate, rejuvenate.
That's a little rough.
Yeah.
Although we need that. I'm just saying.
But what are we going to do there? I mean,
you can expect all kinds of activities. Let me tell you. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Did you see that?
Put it back. Will you ask her that question again? What do you call what you're doing? Mama West.
But Mama West, what about my 3.5 million? Did you see that? I'm just asking.
She said, what's she doing now? What?
No, so you can expect to have spa treatment. You can expect to get sales strategies. You can expect to get a professional headshot that gives you the whole celebrity experience.
Yes.
You can expect to learn how to speak in public properly, how to relax, how to balance these things. Yeah. I'm just saying, I'm not going to tell you everything. I'm just not going to tell you.
We got a full heart. We have a full on plethora of things for you to relax, relate, and rejuvenate at the Empowering You Executive Women's Retreat coming in October.
Oceanfront, by the way.
Yeah. All the rooms are booked on oceanfront views. So it's going to be amazing. When you leave, you will be ready to take on the world. So please look out for that. We're going to give you more information, and we'll have, I think, by the end of March. And I know by the end of March.
I know by the end of March, you'll have
all the details will be available. So invite, come, relax, relate, rejuvenate.
Yes, you don't want to miss it. It's limited spacing.
Yes.
So you don't want to be the one that only hears about what it was like and doesn't
We got
feel
surprises. We got prizes and surprises. We've got entertainment, a banquet. Oh yeah, you said we weren't supposed to tell them everything. So
I'm not going to tell them everything. Now, it is for women, but men, I'm not going to leave you out. You can be a sponsor if you like, so that we can actually connect with you there. And perhaps maybe down the road, we'll come up with something for you as well.
Well, I think what they want to make sure that their ladies are relaxed so that they can come back into the home front and be all they can be.
Right, because what they say, happy wife.
You better know it's a happy life.
Happy wife, happy life. You hear that, guys? So that would be a nice gift. Oh, with Mother's Day coming up, just let's
sponsor a lady that you want to see have a happy countenance and a happy life. Sponsor a woman that you think deserves to be relaxed, released, rejuvenated, all of that. And the spa treatment is so phenomenal.
Oh my gosh. It's I can't even put it into words what it even looks like. So you can just imagine what it feels like. Yeah. But we have Eliza Carter out there that says, good evening, beautiful ladies. Good evening.
Good evening, Liza. Thank you for being here so much. And thank you all for being out there. We appreciate you. We appreciate you tuning in. We appreciate you participating. We appreciate your comments. We like to talk to you online when you are here. And we know that we have some exciting things coming up in the BHS and Associates organization that you won't want to miss. So keep hanging in there with us. Keep inviting, sharing, subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's bit.ly. It all starts with bit.ly because it's a short URL, easy to remember. bit.ly/capital letters BHS, lowercase, all together, YouTube, and subscribe, like, share. We appreciate you so much. And if you're on Roku, add Pod TV to your channels because we are now, again, another announcement on Roku channels. So it's an exciting time in this organization. That also dropped on March 1st when I wasn't able to connect.
I know. I was like, wait. And that's Pod. That's POD. Pod TV.
Yep. Thanks for being here, Stephanie. And Eliza, thank you so much. Good evening to you as well, beautiful lady. She's looking in the mirror saying beautiful ladies because she's a gorgeous one. I saw your profile pic today. It was phenomenal. And I mentioned her necklace and I didn't remember where she got the necklace. I just thought it was beautiful that she got one. What you know about that, Shawnee?
There's a lovely lady named Karen Ogala that just does this incredible beadwork. As you can see here, I'm also rocking one of her pieces.
Yeah.
And where is she?
Karen? Yes. In Kenya. Karen is a lady that I adopted in Kenya. And this is a very interesting story. So she is a mother of three, a single mother of three. And she asked me what I could do to help her bring her wares to the United States. And so I just kind of packed up some stuff in my suitcase. At the first time, I didn't really have any room. Yeah, I didn't have any room. And so I put some stuff in and brought it back, and it sold immediately. So I sent her money back. And here's the thing. I said, Karen, how much money would it take you a month to be comfortable? And her answer will surprise you. She told me that it would take $400 a month for her to be comfortable. Now I can't save everybody in Kenya, but I can help this one lady, or two, or three. And so that's what I do when I go to Kenya. I bring back these beautiful things. I also have, yes, she loves that necklace. Queen Shani bought it. These are Kenyan
that fabric?
Yes, it's fabric, Kenyan cloth, and it's a journal. And I have different colors. She makes these and she sells them to me, and then I sell them. She wholesales them to me, and I retail them. So I have these. She also gets these beautiful fans. I have different ones that I bring back.
You know, you got to sit in the front pew with that, because that's not a Martin Luther King Day fan right there. That's not the funeral home fan. That's the hand me my lemonade fan. I'm just saying.
So she has different colors that she gives me, that she sells me, and they are made with leather. These bands here are all leather, different fabrics.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what she's saying is she needs $400 to live, and she's not saying, "Can you just give it to me?"
Right.
She's saying, "Look at this. Look, this is what I can do.
This is what I can offer. If you can exchange value for value, I'm willing to do that." Stephanie Hockenhull is launching a new show on the network this month. It has to do with love and fighting against bullying. Yeah. So thank you, Stephanie Hockenhull, for being on the show, and as well as being on your own show on the IBM TV network. So that's pretty cool. What else? We support each other. And so LinkedIn has a 24-hour fundraiser for blood cancer, leukemia. Please go out there if you are so inclined and support. We support each other here on the IBM TV network, and now Pod TV with Roku. And so just know that we're doing amazing things across the world. What did Stephanie say, Mark?
She said, "Whoa, thanks for the announcement." But of course,
that's what we do. This is how we do it. Yeah, okay. So we help each other.
If I start singing that song later, I'm not going to talk to you at
not
all.
Going to understand it while you sing.
Want to do a Montel Jordan thing.
Okay. So I want to take a moment just to say thank you so much. Shawnee Smith has held it down for me while I was away. She is an amazing assistant and co-host, and I appreciate you, Shawnee, more than I could ever convey. Words are feeble to explain how I feel about you and how you've helped the organization grow. I also want to thank Dr. Eric Kelly III, who first gave me the opportunity to have my own show. The guy behind the scenes, Mark Lee, you are a magician, my brother. You do so much for so many, and I want to publicly thank you. I don't always remember. You know, I didn't take my ginkgo. I didn't take my ginkgo today. Sometimes I forget.
Stop it.
They say take your ginkgo biloba, and I say sometimes you got to remember to take it in order for it to work, right? Anyway, thank you, Mark Lee. Thank you so much for all you do for IBM TV, Pod TV, Roku, all of the shows that you do. I appreciate you so much. I'm just a little concerned about your health and well-being, because you literally are
literally.
Yeah, and a single point of failure. Something happens to Mark Lee, we are in a world of hurt, baby. So I just want you to know that I appreciate you. I always appreciate my family members, my mom who's on my right hand, my husband on the left hand, always in the wings, always supportive, always cheering me on, always telling me great things. It makes a difference when you have a support system behind you, that no matter what you do, they say, go team. I love it. My children, my grandbabies, everybody in my family that loves and supports, loves on me and supports me. I appreciate it. All the prayers. Mama West out there, Juanita McWhite out there, Zalika Jones out there, Eliza Carter Dukes out there. Dukes Carter, Carter Dukes. Yeah. Dukes Carter. Anyway, she is always out there. Stephanie Hockenhull, another member of our team. We appreciate you all for being out there. Thank you so much. Shani.
What about those that don't have that support system? How do they become their own cheerleader?
It's really hard. I mean, I'm not going to say, just strap your boots on and pull yourself up by your bootstraps, because it's really hard when you don't have support, but it is doable. Surround yourself with people who are going where you want to go. Surround yourself with people who will elevate you, not tear you down. Surround yourself with people who know who they are so they can help you to understand who you are. In other words, those that empower you.
Oh, look how you do that in there. I like that. I'm just saying, you hear people who come from backgrounds that were really, really torn down by people in their families. But they always usually talk about one person. Maybe it's a teacher, maybe it was somebody at church, somebody that they work with. You never know how you can impact somebody. So always give them the same grace that you would want somebody to give you, Something like simple, like a little smile sometimes makes somebody's day.
Yeah.
And even if you don't have something that you can come up that's super positive, just compliment them on something. You got to like something, a smile, a hat. I like your glasses. Give them a little something. It's not going to hurt you. You can give it all away and still keep it for yourself.
That's right. And that's what Zalika said. That's right. We have the opportunity to make someone's day every day. We have the opportunity to cheer someone with a smile. We have some opportunities to give someone a kind word. And I believe it's something in the Bible that says, if I can cheer someone along the way, if I can cheer someone with a word or saying, then my living will not be in vain. And so
you hear that, Mama West?
we are our brothers and sisters keepers. And we can either tear each other down or lift each other up. We have the power of life and death in our tongues.
Literally.
And so choose life. Choose life over everything. Choose life when it even seems hard. Because what I do know is what goes around comes around. And greater is he that's in us than he that's in the world. We can affect change in those around us just by being positive, just by showing love. And it doesn't take anything from us. We want you to know tonight that the Barbara H. Smith, BHS and Associates, and all the people who support us, we are grateful for you. We are so grateful. And we don't take it for granted. We know that without you, there could be no us. We know that your support, your kindness, your love, your comments, your showing up doesn't have to be, but it is. And since it is, we want you to know we are grateful. So thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate all that you do, every single one of you. Shani, the entire BHS and Associates team, we appreciate you.
You probably can't see me blushing through my melanin, but I feel it.
You are crazy.
If Mama West said, I'm hearing every word, hallelujah.
Thank you, Mama West, for being out there. Thank you so much, Zalika, Eliza, Dr. West's mother, Rosetta West, Ernest, Thank you so much for being out there. We appreciate you. Tonight has been a fabulous, fabulous night. We did have a guest. Somehow her hotel accommodations would not. She knows what I felt like when I didn't have Wi-Fi.
Yes.
So, couldn't get on. We'll have Mylan on again at a different time. But we had a wonderful time tonight chatting with you, thanking you, sharing with you the great things that are coming up in our organization. Stay tuned for what's coming up. We are on a trajectory. God is elevating us higher, and we are grateful. So thank you tonight. And you know what time it is. It's time for you to step into your greatness because the world is waiting for you. Good night. We'll see you next week.
Good night. Oh, what a beautiful.